Save the children before they burn! Glad to see that me Ninos are definitely doing what they're meant to be doing. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome back to the City of Bob. Now I still can't get over that name. Please, if anyone does watch this video and you can think of a better name, please comment below for a different name for this city, because I'm sure Bob's going to start grating on us very soon. But anyway, as it stands, welcome back to the City of Bob here on City Skylines, the European update. So, we got basically the start of the city down in the last one. We have our slowly burning industry area with our residential and commercial zone. It's like a nice little village and there's no traffic whatsoever yet, and we're quite on a healthy amount of money, 34,000, could be better. We will try and improve that. And at 1,400 populace, really? Can't really complain yet. No issues around here yet, but what I am going to begin with is something that I absolutely adore to do now. With the trees, I think if you remember from my mods from the last video, go away. With the mods that I read out, there is a brush tool that I do use, but I won't be using it for this part. I do really like to decorate this sort of area going into the city, or village as it's called. I won't do this bit because I think that looks daft, but I really quite like a sort of Hollywood Boulevard sort of palm tree type effect where the trees are all going down here, for example. But I won't do that just yet because I would like a bigger road. I say that I'll probably end up doing it, but clicking on any tree here, you can actually see what it looks like in the game, and I will delete them. But for example, if I click this tree and I just start placing them loads down like this, you can see they actually are not just the same tree over and over again. See, it's a bit close up, you can see it actually changes. I think that's quite a good feature, because then you're not just stuck with the same sort of static mesh for a tree over and over again. Look at this little random thing standing there. Maybe we'll populate them up a bit. But where is it? I'm not going to have bloody Christmas pine trees. There, it's like this sort of thing. If you can imagine it going along the main road as you enter into the city. It's like, hello and welcome to Bob. So, I think I'll just use these. Why not? Yeah, I'll use this one. It's a lighter colour. So, for example, if I click them down like this, just around the outside of the roundabout, that's about there. I'm a stickler for this sort of thing, because the thing about this game is you're not just placing down zones and placing down roads. You actually get to decorate your city. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? I'll place one there in the middle. About there, just to improve the curvature. 4 will do there. Hopefully you'll see what I mean once I zoom back out. I don't really want them right on top of each other, which is why I'm spacing them a little. Let's see. There, look at that. Isn't that just glorious? It's like looking at broccoli. Well, that or an infected penis, because it's still got this shape going on. Once I do have this zone over here sorted, I can sort this out. This won't be staying here probably, I think. I'll take that out. Because I don't really want to venture over there. I don't see the need for it. If I go into my aerial view... right. If you remember from the first video, I did explain the whole 9 buildable zone area that you can use. So this is the example of it. So now that I've got enough money, I can buy this one, this one, this one, and this one. And if I was to go into this one, I can then have the corresponding connecting squares. So I can now see more of the map, and really nothing's venturing up there. Maybe go over to the east. So then I've got all of this natural resource over there for ore, I think it is, because it's grey. Looks like there may be some down here as well. A lot of farming areas over here. But I need to start thinking about where to put the main downtown area. That's something to think about. So yeah, that's how that works. Go away. Right. That thing, honestly. I can see why the developers put it in, but... oh, look at this lovely roundabout. You know what? I think I will actually put those trees in. I can easily get rid of them. Let's have a look. This will probably look horrid. I'll work from this side, space them a bit. We'll make Bob very green. That's too big. people will come into Bob and leave it going, oh, I'm going to go back there. It's very green. I wish my little city was like this. So, now when we go into Bob, ignoring this part because it's ugly. Oh, look. Lovely trees. Here we go. Oh, what? Spazzing out under the trees. But yeah, I quite like that. At least for a starting sort of way to go. You can, you know, decorate it up nice and things like that. I will be placing parks and stuff later. But we are starting to get demand. So enough talking. It's the issue. I get too involved in this game. So, we need to increase our money situation, don't we? So, I'm going to delete some of this road. Let me just see which... No, see, these are all one-ways here. Continue this down to... Cross. I'll have to sort that out. They'll start crying in a second. And I'll just have that going down there. Right. Sort the situation now. Where is it gone? Right, and then we'll connect the dirt track. Later on, once I've started unlocking things, I won't be relying on turbines. The progression will go, just so you know, wind, water, and then coal and power plants and things like that. So really this area is going to be mainly for electricity. May scope out down the coast. I think that could look quite nice. So, right, I'll only do this square for now. Because the issue with industry... Oh, that's a bit off the road. The issue with industry is that if you do zone too quickly, people will... They'll be calling out for more workers and things like that, and you just have to get rid of the buildings after a while. So we'll see how fast this demand goes down once this square actually finishes. I'm on full speed. See, it's came down about a quarter. But it's still not done. We'll wait for them to open up. Things always take time in this game. Right, okay, I will do the other square then. There must be that much of a demand. Yeah, I'll do part of this one as well. We'll see how it goes. Now, if this starts getting built on straight away, then you know that the demand is there. But it's not, so... That's not much of an issue. You can see that the land pollution is starting to kick in because of this industrial effect. Now, if you were to, let's say, change all this to fertile land, I'll just slow the time down. If you were to change this to fertile land, it would be an idea to move it away. Because you'd have to wait for all this land pollution to dissipate by placing trees and not having these buildings here, for example. And then once the land returns, it should be fertile for you then to return to, or just start somewhere else. But that's really how you'd move your industry. You want to get rid of the land pollution. So that's the industrial demand sorted, but we are getting a craving for people to find homes to live in. So really, I should decorate this side with trees, but I don't want to go overboard. Now, should I stick with this format with grids? There's going to be quite a lot of traffic coming around here at some point, I can feel. Maybe if I was to connect these roads up. Yeah, that could be something for later. Yeah, I think I will try a suburby type thing, so... I'll just get me round tool. Bring it up to about... here. Now, the wibbly-wobbly road. Let's see how well this goes. Sometimes this doesn't really work for me, but at least you'll get a chance to see what it's like. So, all you have to do is click and turn your mouse, and it literally is a freeform tool. And you can really get quite a lot of builds in quite a tight space. Let's see if I connect that up there. Connect that up to there. You just don't want people just going backwards and forwards around it. It looks a bit weird, I know, but still. And we'll bring it up and around. It's like modern art to there. And go on then. those people will be crying at us now. And we'll connect that to... Actually, no. I'll delete that one. Bring it forward and connect it to there. Isn't it glorious? Oh, I thought that was a one-way system there. I could have cried. So, we do have a bit of a commercial demand going on. So I will make half residential. Thusly. Like that. And I'll just get rid of this couple of squares that's just a bit random. It's like that. Let's have a look. Did I just delete that? I can't even remember. Right. So that's that part sorted, and we'll make these commercial. Just to attract people to come in. That's maybe a bit too much for now, but we'll leave it. I'll make this commercial as well, just to keep the flow of it. They'll disappear. Sorry, you're getting kicked out of Bob. Alright, the only issue is with these types of roads is... is it even worth? Is it even worth at all doing it this way? Ah... Yeah. Now, I'll continue the grid format in this sector, so that's fine. So if I bring that up there... Like that. Like that. Like that. And then just connect them up. They don't have to be fully connected like that, but yeah. I won't lie, I just like the ting sound. So... That's the demand sorted for now. We still have space for more residential if we need it. And the best thing about this sort of system for now is that once the goods have been made over here in the industrial zone, they'll then travel along the roundabout into the city. And because they're on this side, they should all really be turning right. They shouldn't be needing to go anywhere else other than a couple of... There's some down here, isn't there? Yeah, well, there's two. So only a couple will have to turn left to deliver some of the goods. So really, traffic will be at a minimum in this intersection because they'll all be turning right straight away. And if traffic becomes that much of a problem, make this into a one-way system. So then they'd have to leave that way and then come back down this road. At least that's what I'm thinking about. May not end up that way. So, knowing that, I will extend this up. Just make sure I've got the right tool on. Just a couple of squares. Just for later. It's always good, I think, to plan in advance how things are going to be going. We'll keep these as two ways. Oh. Oh, no. Ah. Forgot that school was there. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll change it up a bit. There we go. I think I'll leave that as it is. Why not? But we do need more industry, apparently. So, can I build parks yet? Yes, I can. Now, one of the mods I did get was a tennis court, and that was quite nice. So I'll place that down. Now, with... Oh, there's a plane flying next to us. Now, with parks, you can see that the green ghost effect, that's its area of effect. So as soon as I... Oh, wow. I can't even place it down anywhere, because the space isn't big enough. How about the other one? Really? Alright, there we go. Happy faces everywhere. So now... Do you see how these little blue squares, they look a bit greenish, but they will be turning blue. That means that there's more leisure for them to actually achieve and do. So if we go into our little panel and the land value, because that's how buildings upgrade through the land value, you can see this area at the minute, we're currently halfway. Average, essentially. I'm surprised. Yeah, so here there's absolutely no land value at all, but industry only upgrades in its own way, not through land value. That's just commercial and residential. So to improve this into the green, you build more services. And we don't really need any services at the minute. Crime's way down, since it was on 27% last time. Education's alright. We've got half and half almost. 38 to 62, that is not half and half. Great math skills there. But, you know, we've got 300 capacity going on with the school. 886 children in the surrounding areas, that's not an issue. We can't afford a high school now though. The only issue with education is that they all start complaining they want better jobs. But the big thing is the buses. Now I need a bus service, but it's not quite at the level yet for it. What do I unlock at the next time? So transport, buses, or that could be quite good, and more different types of roads, and the highway. Oh god, the cemetery of death, literally. Now why aren't you getting power? That'll be why. We're on 23,000, so I don't really want to be spending loads of money. Is it worthwhile? Yeah, I'll put that in now. Investing in the future with bendy chops. Still, see how we've got no traffic. Loving it. It's really important to get your road systems right early on. Oh, these have upgraded quite quickly. See, we're getting bigger now. It's just a clothing store as well. What's this one? A busy corner shop. Is it necessary to have a little block there for a corner shop? Hey, where's the apples? On the 4th floor. So, let's see. So crime is down. Health, average age. Oh, it says average health, but really it's the age. 74% of people. Oh, we could make that better, but really there isn't a need yet. There's no demand for it. So, what I will do... see, I was going to make this into a sort of commercial sort of sector. Hence why I left the gap in the middle. But then there's going to be a lot of goods vehicles. Oh, we'll go with it. It's something to utilise the space with. So... I will get rid of these, sorry. Speed it up. And put them in there. Really you want to keep your... Oh look, these are all levelling up now. Really you want to keep your residential and your commercial zones quite close. Especially when it's low density. If they have to travel far, and it's the same for work, if they have to travel far to the shops or to work, then they will not do it. Because they're just lazy. Hence why I need buses. I'm quite liking this little high street going on here. We should name this district as well. I love this design. What even is this? I'm not even going to try and guess. Oh, right. Can't forget me piping. Oh, glorious piping. And we'll just connect them along. Just in terms of prettiness. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm leaving it then. So then this is our little shopping district. And how pretty it is as well. Very... I love how this is a European update, yet these still look very American. But this is quite a bit of dull space in the middle, so I'll get the trees, and with it, you'll actually see me mod in effect. So which tree do I want though? I don't really want loads of them. Come on. That's not working at all. There we go. Just to dull it out a bit. There's nothing worse than just seeing emptiness. I know there is a mod for changing the actual design of the ground, which I may get. So when you're going into farming and things like that, you know, like when you're passing on the motorways and everything, and you're passing farmland, and the farms are all like yellowy from the corn and stuff like that, from the wheat fields and things like that. Well, if this game doesn't have that, even though you can have farmland, you just have like pigs running around everywhere. So you can change the actual colour of the ground and things. The same goes for the water and the pollution. I mean, look at this. The shit is now in the water. I mean, look at that glorious sewage there. Can you imagine these people could have been drinking that if I got these on the wrong way? So yeah, you can see what this is going to be like. Just total darkness all the way down here. The same goes for this. So... we do need more industry. So I may make this into farmland. Only issue is, and I'm quite wary about this, is I've been on this before when I've had an area about that big of farmland, and the amount of vehicles that come in, the lorries and things containing everything, is ridiculous. It caused that much of a gridlock. I gave up on the city. So really, I'll only deal with that, I think, because that's too much of an opportunity to miss. I can't have people living there. I'm going to have this block, I think, over here. I mean, because you can see, if I just got this view, because it doesn't help at all. If I zone up here like this, you can automatically see I'm starting to build with a perimeter, which isn't natural at all. So, for example, what I will do is, you know what, I'll just buy it now. Ta-da! There we go. So now my zone of building has extended. So now it won't look as much as if I'm building with a perimeter. So this could be quite good. Now that I've got access to the highway system, I could make this a one-way network. Yeah, that could be quite good. I'm about to unlock highways as well. Okay, I'll ignore these people for now because there's nothing you can do about it just yet. Oh, do I want to make farmland here? I can't decide. That's quite a lot of space as well. Make this into a one-way network so that the trucks are coming in and out. We'll have to see how it goes. Because really I want to start making more money than 3,000. Yeah, we'll do it. Now what is this? Oh, woohoo! Speak of the devil. I watched that first video back and I realised I said that phrase a lot. I do apologise. Right, well, before the farmland... Oh, little bit of congestion going on. One thing I will say, if you are new to this game, and I will quickly do it now before placing the bus network in, is this is quite misleading, this. So this is the traffic density. So you can see how this roundabout is red, but there's no traffic. Well, there's traffic, but there's no congestion or anything here. Likewise here. This does not mean in terms of congestion at all. It means how many vehicles are passing this road. So every vehicle that wants to go into the city currently has to pass there, for example. But because there isn't much of a traffic issue, it's just like a dull sort of red. But here, see, do you see how that car there had to stop to let the one in front go? That's how that's seen as congestion, so it's turning red. But really it's not an issue, so that can be a little misleading. Anyway, so I will pause the game for this bit. I'm quite aware of this density, this demand going on now. So, transport. You have to be quite careful with transport because buses cause quite a bit of congestion. You'll see why, because they're just follow the same routes. You sometimes have like 8 buses go along the same route and they're right behind each other, and you can imagine how much that takes up. So, I wonder if it could be worthwhile having it there, actually on the highway, out of the way. Or do I just want it along here? Ooh, decisions. Oh, I'll place it there, it's not a big issue. Right, so now bus stops. Now, should be back in the thing now, yeah. Right, so this is my mod for the transport system. So I'm able to select the different lines and things like that, and you'll see why. So really you want to be connecting almost everything up together, mainly things like school. So I'll begin with the school run. Now if I remember right, this is all residential, commercial, right. So all you do is you begin a new line simply by clicking and you drag in the direction of traffic. So for example, yeah, this is a one-way road, you see, so I can't actually drive along this way from the right of this bus stop. So I'd have to link it up along a different way. So don't really want to keep the bus stops that close, but I must have that school there. So I'll place it there. Happy faces everywhere. Put one there, because then people can then access the shops. Bring it down just a little bit. Is that... what? Oh, okay. We'll have this along the whole outside. Now, I don't want them going along here, I think. Is that one way? Damn. Okay. So they'd have to pass that way anyway. Oh, we'll try it. I'll place one there. Oh, and we have to change this up. Oh, we'll try it for now. Place that there, and one there, and then we'll complete the line. So now, if I just go into my mod, I can change the colour of the bus route, and changing the colour of the bus route means I change the colour of the bus, so from above I can see what's going on. So I like to have them quite a good bright colour. So I'll have it as red, and you'll see what I mean by bright in a second. And we'll play the game. And just like those trucks before, well, they're not going to come out at all at this rate. 2 seconds. There we go. You can see them coming out. They'll come out in the colour of their line. Why this needs power? So at the minute there's only 3. But the more routes you place, the more money you put in, the more buses will be going around. Oh. Just place that like that for now. So that was one route down. Very necessary. Very necessary. Very much needed. In terms of traffic density, you must have a good transport system. Metros are vital, but I'm way off them. So we need to start... oh, there's a bit of crime going on over here. So I'll start a new line here. Put one there. Oh. Helps if you start on the right side. One there. Place one there. Oh, right, okay. Right click and simply just gets rid of your last stop that you used. So I should have really put a road there, shouldn't I? I'll put one there. There's nothing around this area, but there soon will be. So I'll put one there. And now these are all connected to this commercial zone like this. And the best thing about public transport is it's quite intelligent in terms of the Sims who get on it. So let's say someone lives over here but wants to go over here, but I don't have to have a bus that goes all the way there. So for example here, if I connect these 2 stops like that, the person will get off and we'll wait for a red bus to come, and then we'll travel to that area. So that's that line done. I'll just change the colour of these ones to a green. I'm feeling green. Right, okay. Oh, okay. That's not wanting to move. Right, so this was residential, wasn't it? So, because that's the main normal school, I will call this School Run 1, because there'll be several schools getting placed. And we'll call this one... oh, SA. Let's see. So this is the main bulk to the city, really. So I'll see. So no. Close to the city. Because we've got a little cluster of things going over here, and they need to have connection later on to the rest of the city, because this will all be scoped out and expanded. It'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. But we also need to connect these guys. So, do I want to put these in early? Go on then. I'll create a new line here. Yeah. Place one there. Actually, no. Right. New line there. One along here. One at the end. Now, do I have access along this road? I do. Because if we can connect them up... Actually, no. We'll leave it at that. We'll place that one there so that they can connect to each other. And then up to the main district for the shops, and then complete the line. So we've got 3 quite good public transport systems going on for buses. So I will change this colour to maybe a purple, just so I can see them from above, and we'll call this residential to commercial. Res to com. See, the best thing about changing the colour of them, it does mean, come on, go away now. Best thing about changing the colour of them is I can, if there is going to be loads of congestions of certain buses, I'll be able to know which routes need changing. So yeah. What's wrong with these? Not enough colour. See, they're already complaining. So we've got plenty of money now, so I'll place down a high school. See, it's massive, this thing, isn't it? Well, that's quite a good network. And I know there's a bus that travels around here now. There's a stop there. That could be handy, right? Okay. I shall place the high school here. It's a bit out of the way, I know, but it'll be fine. See, this looks a lot better. If you have seen any other City Skylines videos of other YouTubers, look how better this high school looks. Yeah, it's a bit big, I know, but still. The other one was more like that, except just bigger. Right, now I must place in a crossing. You've seen all the mods today. Right, so we really should have had a bus stop on this side. But because there isn't, it means that many people now be able to walk just across there to access the bus stop and the school. Right, oh, look at this roundabout. I can't get over this. I may have to extend it over to this side just to make this look a bit better. But yeah, these are all complaining. Right, the thing with education is even though I've placed down a high school, and let's just have a look at the statistics. 582 people were eligible for our high school. So I've just got under half the space left. Running quite low now on an elementary school. I must remember to do that next time, because we're going to wrap things up here. But the thing is with education, these may be crying out for work because they may close their actual buildings down. There's quite a lot of upgrades going on. You'll actually find that after a little while, it takes just a little while, and then things start disappearing. It's not much of an issue at all. So really in the next video you'll see all these issues going away. So yeah, that will call it time there. For future notice with my cities videos, I am fully intending on having these videos being only like literally 15-20 minutes long, and so far I'm not hitting that mark. Yeah, I once played this game at midnight one night, and I said I'm just going to try it out. It was when it first came out. I said I'm going to try it out for an hour. Looked at me phone. What I thought was an hour later, it was 5 AM. I had to get up for college at 7:30. So that just shows how much I get into this game, just a little bit too much. But yeah, if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see any more content from me. I'm currently doing a Batman Arkham Knight series. I keep trying to say Arkham City, it's not good. The fact I'm saying Arkham City, not the fact that my series is bad. But yeah, if you have any suggestions about district names, we will have to name these districts, or anything you'd like to see in my city, then please just comment below and I'll be happy to respond to any of them. I know that a fellow called James did say in the last video that he would like to see a red light district, so good to know. We may build that over there in the corner or something. But yeah, feel free to like and subscribe, and until we meet each other again, see you later.